Lindsay and I met in our master's program the first day of orientation. We were both late to our orientation because we flew from college, and so we sat at a table together and realized we were from the same hometown, and we've stayed friends since.
What's she like as a friend? Like, why is she a great friend for you?
She is just an awesome listener. Like, anytime you need someone to listen, but she's also there just to like bring a smile to your face and be goofy and just like bring you back to who you are, I think, as a person, and she is just wonderful all around.
What's the time you guys really laughed a lot, or that you like to look back on and laugh?
Oh, I think there's too many to count, but one I was thinking, Lindsay at Wing Coop when we went to the Rockies game, and then we went to Wing Coop and we got drinks at the bar, and this guy, before Stuart, came up to us and was like, "You guys look so awkward, I'm gonna buy you a drink." So we got a drink bought for us, not because of our looks or personality necessarily, but because of how awkward we looked. But then we proceeded to laugh into my beer, Lindsay, I'm sure remember, and it spilled all over my face. So I guess the awkward beer was a good gift. So that was pretty funny.
So what about this Stuart guy? Why is he going to be the perfect husband for our Lindsay?
Stuart is just like has a heart of gold and just like loves on everyone. Like, no matter who they are, he just loves them with open arms and is just similarly genuinely invested in all of his friends. And he just is so wonderful. He just cares so deeply for her and for everyone that she loves, which I think is awesome.
Cool. Last bit. Just look in the camera. Say whatever you want to say to your friend.
Lindsay and Stuart, I'm so happy for you, and I can't wait to keep celebrating and dancing even after the wedding. I love you guys.
We're Lindsay's older cousins.
Excellent. So, what was Lindsay like growing up? Give me a little childhood story of Lindsay, if you have one.
I don't think I've ever seen Lindsay have a bad time in her life. She was always so smiley. She has the most contagious laugh. It's a big belly laugh, and we just love spending time with her at the Outer Banks. Mostly that's where we would venture down as children together.
What kind of stuff makes Lindsay laugh? Do you guys have a funny memory you guys laugh about, or something you remember at the time was pretty funny?
Typical pop-up jokes. We
Yes.
love sharing family memories, and especially about like our own family.
And we have an inside joke with her older sister Jenny and the two of us growing up in the Outer Banks. Our mother and our Aunt Kathy, Lindsay's mom, they had gotten the three of us matching outfits, and Lindsay was left out. So that's now a budding joke. We recently got her a sunflower hat to be part of our crew.
Officially part of the club now.
Nice. So what did you guys think about Stuart when you first met him? Do you know him well at all?
We met him two years ago.
Yeah.
We came to Denver to visit our family and go skiing for the first time, one for the second. So it was a big adventure. He's very patient, especially bringing two older cousins into the mix. He let us stay at their place and took good care of us.
Bought us ice cream the first time at Ben & Jerry's in Boulder.
Gave us good hiking trip ideas. And ever since, he's been just very thoughtful, and we could tell off the bat how much love he had for Lindsay. So that's what meant the most to us.
What do they like together? What do they like to do together?
They really have such good chemistry. They're very like flirtatious and like cute together. Stuart is so, like Kristen said, so calming and really just lets Lindsay be herself. We don't want to bottle Lindsay up and keep her so tight. She has such this big, boisterous, flamboyant personality that Stuart kind of just observes and lets Lindsay be who she is, which makes them beautiful together.
Yeah, and I'd say recently their biggest hobby has been shopping at Lowe's and in Home Depot. I think they've alone been supporting their business sales. So they've been home improvement is one of their fortes as of late.
Right on. All right, last bit. Just look in the camera. Say whatever you want to say to your favorite couple on their wedding day.
Lindsay, we are so excited to be part of this special day with you. And Stuart, we are so blessed to have gotten to know you these past 2 years. Please take good care of our cousin like I know you will. We love you.
And Stuart and Lindsay, we are so happy to be here and celebrating the two of you. Perfect match made in heaven. And we can't wait for you to make babies, so don't keep us waiting too long. We love you.
I am her older sister.
Oh, okay. So you know her fairly well then.
I know her, yeah.
Known her for a
her
little
whole
while?
life, yeah.
Her whole life. There you go. All right. So give me a little taste of her. What's Lindsay like? What was it like growing up with her? Give me a sense of her.
Childhood was the most
like the best childhood ever. What we always would do is we'd play house and Barbies for about like weeks on end. So we got along like really well as kids. When we became teenagers, we started to butt heads a little bit more, mostly over clothes. That was what we fought over.
What's some crazy shenanigans Lindsay might have pulled or gotten into?
Lindsay does not pull crazy shenanigans. She is a great person. She got me out of my crazy shenanigans. That's what what she was known for. But Lindsay's like the most genuine human I've ever met. She says things and she's so purposeful in all her words and the most empathetic human. She's a teacher, so she's really good with being the cheerleader for her students and supporting them through thick and thin. I don't know, she's the best person ever.
Do you remember the first thing that Lindsay told you about Stuart? Like maybe when she met him or when they started dating or something like that?
I don't remember the first thing she told me about Stuart, but she was really giggly, which is not out of character for Lindsay, but like extra giggly when kind of you could just tell that her heart was aflutter. Which I was like, uh-oh, I don't know if I like this because I'm the older sister. I have to approve of him, which I did.
So what made you approve of Stuart?
Again, Lindsay's the most wonderful girl, and Stuart is I couldn't have picked a better match for Lindsay. He meets her with his compassion and dedication to her and to his family and friends, and he's also just he brings out this sense of humor in her, and she and him they are the perfect puzzle piece.
Cool. Do you know how he proposed to her?
Yes.
Can you tell me the story?
They were camping at the San Isabella mountain range up past Boulder, and he carved on the ring box a scripture from Colossians, and that was kind of what he thought about when he thought of her. They were having a picnic, and he got down and proposed, and they were all by themselves in the beautiful wilderness, which is a big part of their story as well.
Cool. All right, last bit. Just look in the camera. Say whatever you want to say to your sister and your husband on the wedding day.
Lindsay and Stuart, I love you guys so much. I am excited to be newlyweds with you and enjoy adventures in the wilderness. And we'll even make Danny go camping once or twice. Love you.
Lindsay and I met at Mountain Vista High School in Miss Mott's Ancient Civ class. We just started talking one day, and then the last memory I remember from that class was getting yelled at because we were passing this water bottle back and forth. It was like a table desks, and we were passing a water bottle back and forth, and she's like, "Girls!" and just yelled at us and separated. We just sit in other parts of the room.
Awesome. Mm-hmm. So, was she a troublemaker in high school? What was she like? Give me the high school years in brief.
High school years, Lindsay. I feel like I saw her change from freshman year to senior year, where she was kind of in her shell, and maybe it's because the more I got to know her, the more fun we had, I guess, maybe, and she just broke out of her shell. So she was really quiet and shy, and and now when you meet her, she's hilarious and just so much fun. So, yeah.
Do you remember what she said about Stuart when she first maybe told you about him? I'm seeing this guy or whatever.
She was really quiet about him in the beginning when they first started dating. I think she was trying to feel the waters and kind of see, and that's how she does. She's an internal processor. She likes to take it all in, but you could tell there was something brewing. And so, what was your question?
Just I guess if she maybe or when she got engaged, when you proposed to her, what did she say to you about that? Do you remember
She just was ecstatic. I mean, she just was you could tell she just had such a peace and a comfort about it that she was ready and he was the one, and she just was very at peace, and she was excited, don't get me wrong, but there was a piece about how she reacted of I know this is going to be good, and I'm really excited about it.
Cool. Mm-hmm. What do you see for their future? What do you think they're going to be doing the next several years?
I see a lot of dogs in their future. I'm sure you've gotten that answer already. Dogs and projects and hiking. They love to hike. I see a lot of hiking. A lot of family just around and at holidays. Sounds like they're big tradition people, so Stu is. And so I think I see a lot of fun and just together time.
Very cool. All right, last bit. If you want to just look in the camera, say whatever you want to say to your friend on the day of the wedding.
Oh, Lindsay, I'm so excited for you and I'm just so grateful to be here and I love you so much and I just can't imagine my high school years without you and into college too. Lindsay, just really love you a lot and I hope you have fun today and every day I'm always here for you. If you ever need to call late at night, I know the time difference is hard, but hopefully that will change. Yeah, so just know I'm always here for you, and so excited for you and Stu. Go Tozers!
Lindsay and I grew up from high school together, and we always swam against each other, so she has a hidden competitive spirit for sure. She's a fierce competitor, but she's also fierce with her love and kindness.
What's one of your favorite Lindsay memories? You got a good Lindsay story for me, or something you guys like to laugh about, or something she did to really help you out, or something like that?
Yeah, so we got coffee before Lindsay and Stu's first date, and she was so nervous, but we had actually just bought like Alyssa's wedding dress, and then we went for coffee and got all prepped for the moment of the first date, which is a sweet memory.
What was their first date?
I believe they went to dinner in Boulder, but I forget the name of the restaurant.
So what did she say about him? Why was she excited to go on this date with him?
She had noticed from the first time that they met of like how caring and compassionate he was, so she was excited to like get to know him more. Yeah.
Right on. So what do you see for their future? What's the Tozers' next 5 years going to look like?
Kids. I don't know. I mean, I think so because she loves kids because she's a teacher, but we'll see. It would also be so cool. I know they love Canada, so I'm like wondering, are they ever going to live there? But they bought a house here, so maybe not. So in 5 years, let's say they have kids and they live in Canada.
Awesome.
Then I'll have to visit.
Do you have any advice for the newlyweds going into their marriage? Or any hopes for their future, anything like that?
Yeah. I think I wrote on one of their like blocks of advice, like argue is as a challenge, argue holding hands so that you remember that will never change, that they promise to be forever together, so that no argument could ever separate them.
Awesome. Do you have any good memories or stories of them together? Like things that maybe times you guys have hung out together, like with them as a couple and you? What kind of stuff do they like to do together?
Yes, I remember when we, when they were getting to know each other, we would go out and Lindsay and I would be like crazy on the dance floor and Stu would only stay around because he had a crush on Lindsay. And so we would try to like pull him onto the dance floor even though he didn't love it, but he would show up because Lindsay loved it. So that was so compassionate.
Awesome. Last bit, just look in the camera, say whatever you want to say to your friend on the day of the wedding.
Congratulations, Lindsay and Stuart. I'm so happy for you guys. Mwah!
Perfect. Great, thank you.